Second Nature for Children is in the building. I hope everyone is having a great day, man. I want to thank Coach for coming through for a powerful conversation tonight. And I hope everyone is really enjoying the conversations that we are having and the information that Second Nature for Children is putting out. And our main focus is for our youth, our children of color. And then we're coming and making sure that the adults hear this information as well. So always make sure as you come into the room, family, we got a great topic for you tonight. We're going to chop it up. We won't be long. So I just need for you to sit back and listen to it in its entirety. So make sure that you subscribe, hit that thumbs up, hit that like button, family, and listen. We have to support ourselves. That's one problem we have in the Black community. This is a Black-owned organization for the youth. Our subscriptions should be gone out the roof. It's free just to hit subscribe, to share this information, because I promise you, the information that we're putting out, either you or someone need to hear it. So always make sure, family, we know that there's a lot of problems in the Black community, and that's my main focus. Our community as a people, and especially over 3 decades of working in what they would call the low income community. There's a lot of problems and issues in that community. And so make sure that you go back and you look at those solutions for Blacks. Those solutions for Blacks, if we can grab a hold of those solutions and begin to live some of those solutions out in our lives, I guarantee you it'll help change not only your life, but help change our youth lives. So make sure that we go back and take a look at that. And make sure, family, you do this right here. You make sure you go back and look at that last video I did, the connection between life and the universe. Those are facts that I was stating in that video, something that can be proven, and your life sit in one of those places. Facts. So make sure that you go back, look at those solutions, make sure you go back and see how your life connects with the universe, and then we'll be on our way as a people. So tonight I want to just chop it up with Coach a little bit. I'm glad to have Coach in the house. And we want to talk about for a minute why Blacks are unhappy and frustrated. And we spoke a little earlier, Coach, and I understand that it's a broad umbrella. So we're not going to cover, believe me, we couldn't cover everything if we sit here for the next 24 hours on why we're so unhappy and why we're frustrated, because we're in different places and we see things different. So I'm going to give my perspective a little bit coming from what they will call, like I said earlier, the low income community. I'm going to kind of focus on that, and then I'm going to come back and kind of focus on us as a whole, a people. But first, I let you come in, Coach, and let you share some information about why you think Blacks, my focus, our people, are unhappy and frustrated, Coach.
Well, first off, man, I got to, whenever I think about us, because I got to include myself, Blacks, and a relationship with the country America, I think of the stepchild. You know what I mean? When people say treat you like a stepchild, that's what I think of, right?
Absolutely.
You were tolerated, but not appreciated. They really can't get rid of you. You know what I mean? So they tolerate you. You know, that's what I think about. And that can be frustrating your psyche. You know what I mean? You living under that on a daily basis. Now, if you compound that with being at home with significant other, wife, husband, whatever, and you getting that same treatment, tolerated, but not appreciated. Okay. So you getting it from the outside, you getting it from the inside. You're dealing with a job, but you know you got to keep a roof over your head. You go on the job, same situation. That can drive somebody bonkers, man. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know, and then when you tie in, you need an outlet, so you self-medicate or what have you. you know what I mean? You do something that's not productive to you, your life, you can suffer from that also. So that when I think about it, that's what I see. And that to me could be one or few reasons why, you know, people can be unhappy, frustrated.
Okay.
That's what I think. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's kind of dissect it a little bit, and take some of the things you spoke on. And we'll just hit them and touch them, and I keep moving. But definitely, let's do first because I spoke on solutions. Okay.
Okay.
And so what happened further as us being unhappy, we'll take first the relationships that we have gotten ourselves in.
Okay.
Yeah, that we have gotten ourselves in. And I think what has hurt us a lot as a people when it comes to relationship is not being honest and lying so much.
I just spoke to someone about that today. You got to be honest with yourself. But go ahead.
No. And that's it. And I think one of the problems that especially as you mature and get older, you got to start being more honest. We did that when we was young. We lied, because sometimes we had a different motive for getting certain things and doing certain things. So we lied. But maturity will show that, you know what, I'm tired of that. You know what I'm saying? So I need to start being honest so I don't have to continue to go through the same mess that I was going through. Because what I found out, the difference between knowing, knowledge, and wisdom, knowledge is knowing something, okay? All right. So in other words, I'm telling you, once you get to a certain age, you know not to do certain things. Know you can been through this, you can been through that, and you keep getting yourself in the same bad situation, knowing that it's gonna cause unhappiness, knowing it's gonna cause some type of ripple in it sooner or later, but you continue to get yourself in it. You have the knowledge of it, but what's happening is you're not showing wisdom to it. Because wisdom is knowing and then showing good judgment.
True.
You understand? So now, for a lot of things, I won't even say that we have the lack of knowledge anymore, because I'm finding out a lot of things. You know. You know. Yeah, you know. Right. You know. So it ain't that you have a lack of knowledge. You have a lack of wisdom, because you know, but you're not showing good judgment on what you know, and you continue to get yourself in the same old mess. And we're very unhappy in that realm with relationships, because a lot of times when you've been with someone, you just really, a lot of times, instead of, you don't know how to break up, so you just putting up with someone. Now you're seeing someone on the outside because you're frustrated. Now so now you got the outside thing going. Now you got the in the house thing going, and it just caused a lot of frustration and us being unhappy. So relationships, especially in the Black community, and I know they have divided us up into different classes, but let me tell you something. When you black, you black. So we all in the same boat. We may just be in different places on the boat. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Because when certain things happen to you, I don't care how much money you got. When you step up in that system, you black. You understand? You black. So definitely, that was definitely one of the ones. It was something else you stated. It'll come to me in a minute. But definitely relationships that we have with our loved ones that's supposed to be our loved ones, our partners. And as, like I said, as we get older, we must begin to mature so we don't continue to make those same mistakes. And another one is we are a very unhappy people, because earlier we spoke on another video where when you was a child, it was certain things you wanted to do, and you were saying certain things you wanted to be admirations for when you got older. You wanted to be successful. You wanted to have certain things. And now you have gotten to a certain point in life where you're going into a job. Now I'm gonna tell you this, most of us, this is a fact. These are statistics out, if I have to pull them up. That most of us go into a job every day that we don't like.
True,
We have to
true,
be
true.
around people 8 to 12 hours that we can't stand.
I understand, yeah.
So I want you to understand that's most of your day right there. Now, like you
Mhm.
said, you got to leave from there. So now you got to go home to somebody that when you
Yeah.
look at, it's like, uh. So, so that'll
Yeah.
depress you and stress you out within itself. So now, like you said a little earlier, here come the alcohol, here
Hmm.
come the drugs, because
Oh,
what's
yeah.
happening, you're trying to escape. And you
Yeah.
can't, yeah, you're trying to escape, but you can't get away from it, because as soon as the alcohol come down, there he or she go. That they still right there. That job, you still got to get up the next morning to get
And
there.
go deal with it.
So,
Yep.
so definitely, if we go back and look at some of the solutions that I suggested, that it'll
Mhm.
kind of help combat a lot of that, especially in the Black community. Anything you like to share before we move on, Coach?
You on point, man. I mean, the fact, well, the relationship part, personal relation, we can dissect that, break it down. We can change that. We definitely can change that. You know, even the job situation, we can change that. How the country sees us and views us, we can't change that. We just have to deal with that, either deal with that or go somewhere else. You know what I mean? So in
Absolutely.
a way, we can deal with that, but we should start with immediate, man. First
Okay.
and foremost, yourself. Be honest with yourself, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Be honest with yourself. If it's a fact that, and I found out, listen to a lot of people, they just can't afford to roll out and be on their own.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So they
Okay.
got to deal with what they got to deal with.
Got
You
to
know what I'm
partner up.
saying?
Got to partner
Yeah,
up.
you know what I
Okay.
mean? Economically,
Okay.
it's not feasible for them. So they got to stay and whatever. You know what I mean? So that is hard, man. Your
And you
money ain't
know,
right, situation ain't right, man. You
and,
know.
and and by you saying that, that is so true, because I had a conversation with someone not too long ago that was talking about, splitting from their partner, but looking at the financial part of it, they was like, it just won't work right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it just
Yeah.
won't work right
Don't
now,
work.
because
Yeah.
so because we have come together and put this thing together, to we need each other half just to make it. And that's why I say a lot of times we're just really putting up with each other.
Each
You
other. Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? A lot of times we're just putting up with each other. And like I said, I've seen that a lot. And like I said, myself, coming from what they would call the low income, the ghetto back in the day. Did you know that? I'm trying to see where I read it at. That the ghetto was really designed first, formally, for the Jews to
Jews, yeah,
stay.
I know that. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then and then they came along and began to put us in there. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. I read that back a while ago, and I didn't know that at first. I was like,
Oh,
whoa,
okay.
so that was a place formerly for
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Jews
yeah,
to really migrate, and be among themselves.
yeah.
And so then the government came in and said, well, we're going to make sure that we get the Negroes and make sure that we put them in a
Exactly.
place. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay. So
yeah.
I was just reading that back a while ago, and I was like, okay, I see what happened. And so I got to say, Coach, another reason, and I'm going to go back, because, like I say, it's a broad umbrella. We won't get it all, even in a week, when we start talking about why a lot of us are unhappy and why a lot of us are frustrated. But we know that history does play a factor. Our
Part, yeah.
history,
Yeah.
we understand that from generation to generation, if you don't mess around and break that chain to go in another direction, because one thing I found out about us as a people, that we are a formality people. We are a custom people.
True, true, true.
Yeah, and because and that's how they got us within the religion, because when you was born, you wasn't born a certain religion. You got that religion from mom and daddy.
Yeah, it ain't true. Yeah.
You understand? It ain't that when you came out. Yeah, and that's why today, as a people, we're still so lost because we're trying to find ourselves. And if anything sounds good, then a lot of us will migrate over to what sounds good, or what you believe in. But let me tell you something. If your belief doesn't prompt you to do something great for yourself and to help and serve others, then in my opinion, you need to get the hell out of that belief.
I believe that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just to say that you are a part of something or just to believe in something, that does no good. Even the Bible tells you that your faith without works is dead faith. It means nothing if you're telling me that you have a belief in something, but you're not showing that you have a belief in it, then that's dead. And as a people, and I've been in the church all my life. I came out in 2012 from the Baptist church. And when I look at the areas that we teach in, when it deals with the body, the mind, and the soul, on a higher scale, most of the people that's in the Black church, and I'm talking about the Black Baptist church, and I'm sure I could look at other churches, we are the sickest in all three areas. We are the most unhealthy physically. We deal with so much trauma mentally, where our other counterparts, they deal with mental issues as well, but they go get treatment or be diagnosed on a higher scale than we do. We won't go to the doctor and be treated for nothing. We just absolutely stay how we are until it's over. And once again, once it comes to the spiritual realm of us as a people, we got to be careful because we have just been pulled in on a belief that it's really not saving us. And it is supposed to be saving us. And I'm gonna ask this question again because I didn't get any responses. And I would like to know, Coach, from the Baptists or from anyone that says that Jesus is the Savior, I would love for someone to just shoot me a comment or hit me snfchildren@gmail.com and let me know personally what Jesus have saved you from. Yeah, yeah. And I'm talking about if you just coming at me, this how you shut it down. If you just coming at me with a belief, then you don't have to hit me up. I respect your belief, no problem. Because there is no empirical evidence that shows that anything good happened in your life, that it was Jesus who done it. That's just your belief. And I respect your belief. I respect your belief. But I'm telling you that you're telling me as a people, and I see a lot of our people are very unhappy. And I see a lot of our people are very frustrated that are religious people. So I just want to know why Jesus, and I can go Allah and I can go all these other religions. I don't care what religion. I use Jesus in the Christian sector because that's where I come from. And from experience and my observation from my own eyes, I see us as that large group of people that's hurting the worst. And I just ask, where is the Savior? Where is Jesus? I need somebody to let me know. What you think about that, Coach?
Well, could it be first and foremost, could it be that it's the people who really the issue is? Okay, we all got common sense, right? We know right from wrong.
Hold on, Coach. Cause you know that thing they say that common sense ain't too common anymore.
Well, that's
So
true.
so
That's
so
true.
so so you know, I believe we have it and we just don't use it a lot of times. I believe we
Yeah,
have
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I believe we have it,
But
coach.
we all should have it. I'll say that. We all should have
Okay.
it,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
given. Let's go as a given. A lot of the issues we have as people, as human beings, I feel, has to do with our choices.
Mm.
And I know some circumstances beyond our control dictate how, consequences occur with us. I know that. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a lot of, if we really be honest with ourselves and reflect, a lot of the jams we got ourselves in is a choice that we made. Either the things we tried to get or the people we associated with. You know what I mean? That's what I believe.
Absolutely.
Because
Those are facts.
I do my reflection and I know, man, some of these people I shouldn't have not dealt with them, but I learned my lesson. I know what I'm not gonna do. That's half the battle. I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that, I'm not gonna deal with you, I'm not gonna deal with you. That's half the battle. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But you got to be honest with yourself. You got to be honest with yourself, man.
And by you saying that right there, coach, even when I'm working with the children, I've learned to teach the children to write down a do and don't list. And as adults, especially, one of the problems that I see in the community that I've been in for over 3 decades, we are not maturing as a people. And we just continue to do the same old crazy thing, same old crazy thing. We're not maturing. And just like we piggyback on what we said a little earlier, we know better, but we're not showing wisdom toward what we know because we're not showing good judgment on what we know. We just came out of the mess, and then you're gonna get yourself right back into it.
Back in there. Yeah.
If you know that you don't like little children, why in the world would you go and date someone with small children? It happens. You have let what you see attracted you so much till you know that that's going to be a problem a lot of times sooner than later. And so, like you said, once again, once they go back and look at the solutions for blacks, then it's going to piggyback on just what you're saying, that a lot of times we are a self-destructing people. Yeah, a lot of things, a lot of situations, a lot of things that we have really just brought it on ourselves. You understand? Because what's happening, we're not changing as we're maturing. And that's a dangerous thing because it's just like a person, a special challenge person. If you're 20 years old, but you have the mindset of a 1-year-old, back in the 70s, we would call you retarded. Now they call you special challenge. They dressed up the name. But that's a problem to be 20 years old with a 1-year-old mindset. So what I've seen in the community, that we are growing older in the flesh, but we still have an infant mindset. And it's causing a problem in that community with the people that's already frustrated, because a lot of times, even in the community where we're at now working with the kids, in that little sector apartments right there, since Thanksgiving, that was in November, it's been 13 shootings. Just in that.
Yes, wow.
It's been 13 shootings just in that complex. 8 people got hit, 5 died. 2 weeks ago, a stray bullet hit the baby in the finger. You heard about that, right?
I know about that, but I didn't. Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah. So I was just talking to the boys last week, and every night they say, Coach, they shooting every night. When I'm leaving out the facility, some night, pow, 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 I'm running to get in the truck. So, man, we gotta Since Thanksgiving, you can pull it up. It's been 13 shootings just in that complex alone. 8 people hit, 5 died. Baby just got hit in the finger from a stray bullet. They are shooting. So that's why mama be walking with her boys everywhere they go. If you notice, she
I don't
walking with
blame
them.
him.
She
I
was
don't blame him, man.
she with them.
Yeah,
And you know what? Mama might have a 38 up under her. You know what I'm saying?
I won't blame him.
Because you know
Wow.
she always walking with her hands in her pocket, so she might have a 38 in her
Yeah,
pocket. You
yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's bad for us out there. So I'm gonna share this information. I'm gonna let you close out, coach, and I'm gonna get this last little bit. And this goes all the way back. And I hope everyone listened to this to the end, because I want to give this report again why blacks are so unhappy and frustrated. And we'll go back all the way back to 1967 when I mentioned about the long hot summer, the long hot summer in 67. And I want people to go pull this Connors Commission report up. And now we are in 2023. This was 1967. And it shows that blacks was frustrated because of unfair housing, education, what failed social service programs, police brutality, racism, where they got racial media. And I want you to understand this was in 1967, the reason the blacks were so frustrated. And now it's 2023, and we're still dealing with the same situation. And that, yeah, and that comes from that comment where LB Johnson asked Otto Connor to go and see why the black women up north, they was tearing the cities up in 67 because they was unhappy and they was frustrated and they was tearing the place up. And they came back. And these are the things that they had founded. And it's 2023, and we're still dealing with the same things. So it lets you know that a lot of us have had an illusion pulled over our eyes, thinking the system has a way to have you to think that things are getting better, but they're really not. It's just an illusion, because when you look at these studies, you'll see that the same thing was happening back then are happening now. And what has happened is because now a couple of Negroes are doing okay.
Okay, yeah.
They can forget about the majority.
Majority, yeah.
That's facts,
Yeah.
because a couple of Negroes now are doing okay. I've even had people to tell me, I got mine. They need to get theirs. Listen, we are a nonprofit organization where we work with the youth. Starting this channel up, working to help our organization. Make sure you go out, check out our work, snfchildren.org. All we ask for people to come on, subscribe, like, share this information, because it's to liberate, it's to help our children. And we barely can get people to do that. Now, if I was coming on for money and I wanted to entertain you with sports, shake your booty, things like that, man, I have so many subscribers and so many this and so many that. So we got to wake up as a people and look at the stuff that we support. Well, we need to support organizations that help us take our people to another level. And we're still hurting in that regard as a people. We don't support the ones that we need to support. When you look around and you'll see, we don't support the people that we really need. Investigate the organization. I'm not telling you, you don't have to come in and just support Second Nature for Children. Investigate and check out our work. And let me tell you something. Don't send me no crazy comments. Don't hit me up. If you are not working, you and I don't even have to talk. We don't even have to talk. So let me see your work first, because I'm grinding every day with children, working to make a difference. So if you're not working, I don't care what you heard me say and you disagree, keep it. Keep it. But if you're doing some work in your community or helping someone else, then we could talk. Other than that, you and I don't need to talk. We don't need to talk at all. Anything you like to share, Coach?
I'd just like to reiterate, man, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Self-improvement, start from right where you are. I don't know your circumstances. I don't know your situation. Only you know your situation. You know what I mean? Start from
Absolutely.
where you are. You know, be a helping hand, so to speak, to someone else if you can. You know what I mean? And if you can't, then put yourself in that position where you can. You know, let's try to make our community. No, let's start with a household. Let's try to make a household, then our
Okay.
community better. You know, hopefully that would spread, man. But you know, honesty with yourself and just self-improvement. You know, learn something that can elevate you mentally, physically, even spiritually. You know, that's about it. Yeah.
Well, you know, Coach, I always want to give you that last word because that's a mouthful right there. And I hope that they take heed to that which you just stated and go back and listen to this video once again. Powerful information. So, family, I hope everyone, our Facebook family, go over, make sure you subscribe, share this information, hit that like if you like, and if you don't like, then I like to hear if you don't like. I definitely like to hear a comment if you don't like. If you like to hit me up personally, snfchildren@gmail.com. Make sure that you go back and go through all the videos that we have out and catch a topic that may catch your attention because Second Nature for Children is only putting out information to liberate us as a people. So, Coach, I want to thank you once again for coming in, giving us your perspective on why Blacks are unhappy and frustrated. Like you say, this is a broad area. Maybe on another occasion, we'll come back and add some more things to it. But for tonight, we're going to leave it right there. You got the last word, Coach. I'm gonna let you do it one more time, and then I'm gonna click us out. If you got anything else you like to say,
Same thing, man. Self-improvement and being honest with yourself, man. That take you a long way. I mean, that's about it. Yeah.
and I'm gonna leave it right there, Coach. So once again, thank you, and I'll holler at you. Take care.
All right. Yeah.
Appreciate you.